Joe Kernan just tied up his boot there. That's Colin McKinstry. And the players, one on his 65-metre line, that's Joe Kernan. The other's the Roscommon men on their 65-metre line. In fact, referee Seamus Aldridge waiting for 3:30. He's looking at his watch now. And watches are very, very important these days. And there goes the throw-in, and the game is on. Seamus Hayden. Tom Donlan for Roscommon. Come here. Oh, a bad bloomer there by Kevin Rafferty. Micheál Finneran in possession, but fouled in possession, and there is a free for Roscommon, which Micheál will take, and the referee having take it easy. Here it is again now. There is Micheál Finneran, and, well, he's gone down, and there is a free for him. He's up, and he, in fact, isn't taking it. It's John O'Connor who's going to take it, and John kicks it, left-footed and high and over the bar. The first score of the game. After 45 seconds of play, John O'Connor, the scorer, and what a delightfully taken kick it was. Roscommon 1 point, Armagh no score. Ball being placed now by goalkeeper Brian McAlinden. Funny, looking at that foul on replay, it didn't look anything like as bad as it did in the original. Brian McAlinden with the kick. Dermot Early not quite getting it. Tom Donlan back there. Armagh don't seem to have settled down yet. That's Dennis Stevenson. And out over the sideline, line ball for Roscommon, just inside their own 45-metre line. And Denny Murray is going to take it. Dropping outside the Armagh 45-metre line, and it's gone off a Roscommon hand, and it is an Armagh ball. That is just inside the 45-metre line. Over there you can see the line and you can see the flag. And the kick taken up along the far wing. The wandering Paddy Moriarty up now to Joe Kernan. Kernan a tap upfield, and gone in to get it is Colin McKinstry. Colin McKinstry back to Jimmy Smith. Jimmy Smith takes his shot, and Jimmy Smith sends it wide. Score remains 1 point to no score. Jimmy Smith, the kicker of that, and I said a couple of moments ago that Armagh don't seem to have settled down, and I know that may sound an odd remark so early in the game, but they do seem to be dithering quite a bit, including Jimmy, who I'd say in 10 minutes' time would put that one over the bar. Gay Sheeran with the kick out. Twisted down by Colin McKinstry. Fran McMahon trying to get to it. Ball breaking into the centre. Seamus Hayden. This is Paddy Moriarty. Every time he gets the ball, the Armagh crowd will rise shouting in. Here's Joe Kernan. Cole takes his shot and he sends it high, and it's over the bar. Big Joe Kernan taking that pass from the centre of the field and making no mistake. 1 point for Armagh, 1 point for Roscommon. And we make it about 3 minutes gone in this first half. Gay Sheeran with the kick out. Joy Donnelly tries to get it, doesn't. The ball goes in the centre to John O'Gara. O'Gara being chased by Jim McQuarrie. And the referee says fouled by the incoming Kevin Rafferty, and there is a free to be taken by John O'Connor. It's about 15 metres in from the near sideline and about 30 metres out from the Armagh goal. And it is not a good one by any means. For one moment I thought it might drop, but it dropped all right, but not soon enough for the Roscommon men. Armagh 1 point, Roscommon 1 point. Brian McAlinden. Paddy Moriarty. Getting the ball back on the far side to Brian Canavan. Aidan Dooley getting it back to Danny Murray. Danny doesn't get it away. Now it's Dermot Earley. Up now to Tony McManus. Into the centre now. And the kick blocked down there. Emma McManus's kick blocked down there and cleared out. Nice bit of fielding by Colin McKinstry to Joey Donnelly. Peter Loughran. And Peter going hurrying up the field. And the referee waves it on. No, the referee gave a signal. And Peter Loughran was down with a punch in the back there. The referee gave a signal. I thought he had given the signal to play on, but apparently he hadn't, and he is now giving a tic-tac to the minders from the sideline to move away. There's no need to come on. The man who was hurt is all right. In fact, he actually takes the kick, and to show that he wasn't all right, he sends it wide. Peter Loughran, well, maybe it was a loose lace. Maybe it was the remnants of the crack that he got. Whatever it was, it went wide. 1 point for Armagh, 1 point for Roscommon. Ball out into the centre of the field. Joe Kernan, Jimmy Smith, Penny Moriarty beaten to it by Danny Murray, but Penny still after it. Aidan Dooley after him. Ball back now to Brian Canavan, and Canavan high and over the bar. Another point. A nicely taken point by Brian Canavan after a passing movement. And 6 minutes gone, and the score Armagh 2 points, Roscommon 1. And when all that excitement is going down at the left hand of the field, way up on the right here, we have Micheál Finneran walking around with Kevin Rafferty after him. And I think if Micheál went up to the back wall behind the goal, I think that he'd find just beside him the Armagh man. But more about Jim McCurry, and the referee awards a free dead straight in front of the goal to the Roscommon men, and Micheál Finneran has managed to elude Kevin Rafferty long enough to come out and take this one. Micheál, still under 21, the youngest man on the field, and he kicks it wide. So if Peter Loughran can do it on our left, so also can Micheál Finneran on our right. That is 4 wides for Roscommon. 2 wides each. 2 wides for Roscommon, 2 wides for Armagh. See what I mean about walk and me and my shadow? Joe Kernan bringing the ball down to Jim McCurry. This is Jimmy Smith. He's way blocked there by Tom Donlan. Danny Murray gone back to help. And it's an Armagh ball. Armagh ball just inside the Roscommon 45-metre line. To be taken by Brian Canavan. Chipped effort, nicely got by Dermot Earley, who is brought down. And there is a free out for Roscommon. About 30 metres out from their own goal. Pat Lindsay is going to take it. And it's been kept in play by Aidan Dooley on the far side. That's leapfrog the hard way. It is a free, not a line ball, a free. Danny Murray to take it. The Roscommon 65-metre line, just out at the sideline. And this is John O'Gara. In it goes now to Aidan Dooley. Dooley takes his shot. It's high and it's gone over the bar. A point by Aidan Dooley to make the sides level. Armagh 2 points, Roscommon 2 points, and we make it about 9 minutes gone in the first half. Aidan Dooley, a young lad who's come onto the team this year, played brilliantly against Galway and certainly made no mistake with that shot. ball breaks. This is Joey Donnelly trying to get room to swing his stick or something, or his leg or something. This is Brian Hughes, and Hughes from way out the field. Gay Sheeran in possession, trying to pick his spot to clear it to. That wasn't quite the spot he picked. That's Brian Canavan being held, and a free on the halfway line for Armagh. Signalled by Brian Canavan to get up there, you fellas. I'm going to kick it up there. Here he comes. Pat Lindsay doesn't quite get it. This is Peter Loughlin. Ball on the loose now. A shot. Great save. Great save. But the referee has blown his whistle. The referee has blown his whistle as Martin Murphy took a shot there. But the referee has blown his whistle there and is awarding a free out. Here is the kick in towards the goal. We look at it again. Goes in over Pat Lindsay's head. Martin Murphy gets it. And he's penalised for picking the ball off the ground. A free out for Roscommon. And here it comes. Dropping into the hands of Jim McCurry. This half-back line of Armagh is an attacking one. Well, up to the time he kicked that ball it's gone wide. Gone out to get it, Jerry Conlon, or Connellan. Jerry, who has been the find in the Roscommon team this year. He plays at left full back, but he's quite liable to be taking a shot for goal before the game is over, as those of us who were at Tuam at the Galway game well remember. Joe Kernan again in the centre of the field. Certainly Armagh lording it out there. This is Martin Murphy. Getting the ball now and getting it out under pressure. Jerry Connellan, his twins flopped down. Fran McMahon. And that ball is a screwy kind of a hop to it. Pat Lindsay thundering out to grab the ball. And the referee going in and having a word with Paddy Moriarty. It's a free to Roscommon, but I don't think there was any intent of any nastiness or anything like that. There's Pat Lindsay going back to take the free. Aidan Dooley going higher than anybody. Jim McCurry being held there by Tony McManus, and there's a free out for Armagh. Free just inside their own 45-metre line. And Jim McCurry used to play out in the wing and indeed further out the field. Well, he isn't going to take it at all. He was lining up to take it, then decided, you take it, Brian, and it's Brian Canavan again. And now Brian McAlinden is coming. No, Brian Canavan is going to take it. McAlinden was coming out of the goal, but he's gone back in again. Jimmy Smith with the ball knocked down by Tom Donald to Danny Murray, and here comes Danny up the field. Paddy Moriarty after him. Still Danny Murray. Nice pass in towards the centre. Blocked down there and cleared out, but it comes out to John O'Connor. And John O'Connor takes a shot and sends it over the bar. The man who can pick off the scores from out the field. Roscommon 3 points, Armagh 2. 3 points to 2, and John O'Connor the scorer of 2 of those 3. 13 minutes gone, first half. Fran McMahon going for the ball here, and fouled. Quickly taken free by Joey Donnelly. And this, believe it or not, is Dennis Stevenson, the right full back. And that's Eamon McManus, the top of the left. His pass to Dermot Early doesn't go quite where he intended. Nice bit of footwork there by Tom Donlan. This is Jim McCurry for Armagh. Fran McMahon for Armagh. Brian Hughes somebody to help him, because that one went wide. Roscommon 3, Armagh 2. That certainly looked like a chance to score, but did not come off. Opening up an attack for Roscommon. Jim McCarr. And Jim McCarr tackled after the ball, and he retaliated by bunting the man who tackled him, who was Eamon McManus. And the referee writing Jim McCarr's name in his little book. And Jim McCarr arguing that he was fouled first, but that doesn't really excuse the fisting of an opponent. The referee checking his number. It's number 3, Seamus. And a very serious chap indeed. In other words, any more of that and sideline. The referee awarding a free to Roscommon from about 30 metres out from the Armagh goal, and John O'Connor once again. After 16 minutes of play in this first half, in which John O'Connor has scored 3 of Roscommon's 4. Brian McAlinden. Colin McKinstry. Down now to Joey Donnelly. Brian Hughes coming out for it. Looking to see if somebody's coming in, and they have, and it's a goal! It's a goal, a lovely goal! Scored by Martin Murphy! Armagh 1-2, Roscommon 4 points, and here it is again. That is Brian Hughes. He lobs the ball in, and a drop shot to the right and into the net by Martin Murphy. Now it is 5 points to 4 in favour of Armagh, and just 16 and a half minutes gone in the first half. Dermot Early. Gone back to try to cover it off there and get it. There are all kinds of switches here. I'll tell you about them in a moment. Kevin Rafferty has gone right. And there's switches back here in the backs. We'll keep with the play. It's Joey Donnelly. Joey Donnelly now up to Brian Hughes. Brian Hughes to Jimmy Smith. Smith being harassed by Tom Donlan. Smith getting inside. Down to Peter Loughran. Loughran is shot, and Loughran a point. Armagh 1-3. Roscommon 4 points. And what a lovely passing movement. And what a delightful completion of the movement. Peter Loughran the scorer, and now it's Armagh leading by 2 points. Colin McKinstry and Dermot Early. Dermot Early penalised for holding on to Colin McKinstry, and there's a free to be taken by Joey Donnelly, just outside his own 65-metre line. And if he walks any further, it'll be a lot more outside the 65-metre line. And Brian Hughes again. This gambit is really paying off for him. Jimmy Smith is inside, but now Gay Shearden is there. He's come out with the ball, passes it out to the wing, and away come the Roscommon men with John O'Connor, right half forward, now way over as a left half back. And look at him go, being chased by Joe Kernan. Referee waves on the play, gives John the advantage. And nice ball, out comes Brian McAlinden. He's got it outside his protective area. Passes the ball out to Kevin Rafferty, who's gone right full back, and it is blocked down there and goes out over the line off a Roscommon man, and it is a line ball for Armagh. Dennis Stevenson left full back, Kevin Rafferty right full back at the moment. Seamus Hayden. And Seamus mauled about there by Martin Murphy, and a free taken by Danny Murray. Danny Murray out to this side of the field. Micheál Finneran now, and Dermot goal, and this is by Micheál Federer. Coming back now, not satisfied with the lie. You think it was Jack Bicklow. Now up he comes, and he kicks it over the bar to make it another point for Roscommon. Only 1 point between them. Armagh 1-3. That's 6 points. Roscommon 5 points. And 20 minutes gone in the first half, and here comes that quick kick out. Joe Donnelly down now to Colm McKinstry. Colm going through the centre. A man out, and he's outside waiting for Jimmy Smith. Jimmy cutting inside. Now his kick nicely blocked down there by Tom Donlan. Jimmy gets rid of it eventually to Colm McKinstry. Oh dear. He didn't even have to look. He knew that he had the right foot in the left boot or something like that, the way he kicked it. 6-5, Armagh leading, 1-3 to 5 points. Dermot Early backing back as the ball comes down. He can't hold on to it or get to it because Jimmy Smith gets it back to Joey Donnelly. Joey Donnelly in towards the goal. This is Harry Keegan for Roscommon. Out the far wing to Aidan Dooley for Roscommon. He's being chased over there by Brian Canavan, and indeed the ball out over the sideline. And the referee has awarded a free, in fact, for a push in the back. And the free to Roscommon will be taken by Danny Murray, just almost on the halfway line. Jim McCare fits it down, but who does it come to? But sharpshooter himself, John O'Connor. His pass goes into the centre now to Eamon McManus. Eamon takes a shot, and Eamon sends it so wide. Quite a number of missed shots. Scores that might have been, and there's the man who might have scored, Eamon McManus. Armagh 1-3, that's 6 points. Roscommon 5 points. Brian McAlinden with the kick out. Colm McKinstry fisting it over his head. Joe Kernan seemed to sense what was going to happen. Up for Brian Hughes. Pat Lindsay is after, but Hughes puts him going the wrong way. Into the centre now, and this is Fran McMahon. He's been bottled up, but he takes his pick and he sends it wide. I don't know what the wind is doing down there. It must be the wind, because both teams are missing very scoreable chances. Armagh 1-3, Roscommon 5 points, and the misser of that one, Fran McMahon. There he is in shot. Twists it down, but it goes to John O'Connor, held there by Joey Donnelly. And a quickly taken free by John O'Connor. Joey Donnelly had no chance to get back the required yardage or meterage, if whatever you like to call it, and the referee signals to take it again. Dermot Early. A chipped one to Tony McManus coming out, and Jim McCare's hand goes off in front of it, gets it to Joe Kernan to Colm McKinstry. McKinstry through an open space. Harry Keegan fills that space. And it's still Harry. They're standing up looking at him. This is full forward, Tony McManus. And Harry Keegan, the right full back, in the full forward position now. And Tony McManus kicks that one away out, goes off John O'Gara's hand and wide. And Harry Keegan, who has journeyed all the way up from right full back, now journeys all the way back. He's just about reached the halfway mark at the moment. There he is, on his way. But he's going over towards the left because Peter Loughran, his opposite number, is wandering and roving, and Harry Keegan is going after him. Roscommon gone back down, Aidan Dooley. Right through the centre, but Jim McCurry to Paddy Moriarty. Moriarty now inside the half line, out to the wing, and here they go again. Brian Canavan. It's a high one, and it is a good one. Brian Canavan, who's playing a wonderful game for Armagh, not only as a defender, but as an attacker as well. His second point of the game. Armagh 1 goal and 4 points. That's 7 points. Roscommon 5 points after 25 minutes of play. Gay Sheeran once again with the kick out. That's Dennis Stevenson, who's gone back onto the right position again. Danny Murray gone back. Back after him is Brian Hughes, but this is Danny. That's Dennis Stevenson on the halfway line. He's supposed to be a right full back. And that's Pat Lindsay all alone. Ball being knocked over by Dennis Stevenson to Joey Donnelly, up now to Fran McMahon. Fran is held there by Jerry Fitzmaurice, and there is a free to Armagh just outside the Roscommon 45-metre line, and it's going to be taken by Jimmy Smith. Jimmy looking for some kind of a sign from the sideline. Here he comes. A chipped kick into the goal mouth. And Roscommon certainly breaking it up in earnest with Pat Lindsay out now to Jerry Fitzmaurice. This is Dermot Early. Tom Donlan has got up inside it, but Dermot says let the ball do the work. Eamon McManus about to be tackled by Paddy Moriarty. Referee waves on play. This is Danny Murray. Into the centre to John O'Gara. John sells a dummy. Jim McCare coming out to him. Still found the ball knocked away. And John O'Gara penalised for carrying the ball too far. Penalised for carrying the ball too far. And there is a free out from the 20-metre line for Armagh. John O'Connor has his leg pulled and is quickly taken free there by Tony McManus to Dermot Early, and there's a wide open space in the centre. Dermot Early still going through. He's getting ready in front of the goal. He's carried it too far and held onto it too long, and there's a free out for Armagh. The lack of quick decision is being costly now to the Roscommon men. Kevin Rafferty, Colin McKinstry. Lindsay gone back for it. Out comes Gay Sheeran. Jerry Fitzmaurice. And here comes Danny Murray. Danny out now to John O'Connor. Into Dermot Early. In now to John O'Gara, who's going as an acting full forward at the moment. Jim McCurry is after him, and the referee penalises the Armagh man for batting down on the Roscommon man in possession there, and Jim McCare has gone down in the Armagh team, but the referee says get up, get into your position, and Jim McCare is still limping, but going back to take the free, Micheál Finneran. And Jim McCare has had a recovery. Micheál Finneran kicks it high and over the bar, narrowing the gap now, and that makes the score 1 goal and 4 points for Armagh, 6 points for Roscommon after 28 and a half of the 35 minutes of the first half. And Jim McCare is coming out to take his position. The referee obviously knew best. Brian McAlinden with the kick out. Trying to get it away over there from Jimmy Smith, but all he can do is get it over the sideline. Brian Canavan. Pat Lindsay bringing it down. And being fouled. Free out for Roscommon. That line behind is the Roscommon 20-metre line. Dermot Early feeling this one. And John O'Gara in possession now, being chased by Jim McCurry. He's working his way through. He's still in position and he takes his shot and sends it over the bar from about 5 metres out. John O'Gara making the sides level, but that one had chance of a goal written all over it. Armagh 1-4, Roscommon 7 points, 30 minutes gone in the first half, and John O'Gara the scorer. He was having a tough passage getting through there, and no doubt he was under all kinds of pressure when he took that almost despairing looking kick for a point. And Jim McCurry has gone back in full back, and John O'Gara is full forward. This is Jimmy Smith now. Jimmy Smith, and they're trying this lobbing ball to Brian Hughes, but Pat Lindsay getting there ahead now. This is Joey Donnelly. Micheál Finneran after him. This is Kevin Rafferty. John O'Connor after him, and the Armagh man gets it up, and Colin McKinstry sends it into Peter Loughran. Loughran is shot, and Loughran a point. A point by Peter Loughran as the ball came from a heavily tackled Kevin Rafferty outfield, up to Colin McKinstry, up then to Peter Loughran, who put Armagh ahead again, 1-5 to Roscommon 7 points. And that was Peter's second point of the game. Tony McManus, Kevin Rafferty, and desperation in that kick. This is Seamus Hayden now for Roscommon. Colin McKinstry, Paddy Moriarty, Brian Hughes, and nicely read there by Tom Donlan. Gets another chance at it now. This is Eamon McManus with Dennis Stevenson after him, and I do mean after him. 3-2 Roscommon for Dennis's holding foul there, and this will be about on the halfway line. About 3 minutes left in this first half, and Dermot Early is going to take this one. Way out the field has penalised Aidan for what I think you'll agree was a well-timed pull there, a pull of the arm, and there's a free out for Armagh. Armagh leading by this 1 point. And Seamus Hayden, terrier that he is. Micheál Finneran taking a dive there that did not impress Seamus Aldridge. However, there was no dive about that one as Joey Donnelly was brought down. Free for Armagh, Kevin Rafferty to take it. Not as much free-flowing football as a lot of people had expected in this one. There was a bit of luck as Kevin Rafferty slipped, but the ball went to Paddy Moriarty. And this is Brian Hughes being harassed by Seamus Hayden. Back to Jimmy Smith. And a goal! A goal! A goal from Jimmy Smith! And what a goal! And is he happy? And Armagh happy? Here he is, Brian Hughes, back to Jimmy Smith. Jimmy under pressure once and a second time. Takes nothing in it and kind of a shot. Dave Sheeran stretches to get it, he can't, and it's in the back of the net. And Armagh lead 2 goals and 5 points to Roscommon 7 points. And we have 34 minutes gone in this first half. And here come Armagh again. And that's Paddy Moriarty. And that's Brian Hughes, who's the architect of so much in the attack. Joe Kernan. Joe Kernan over the bar. Left-footed it over the bar. Joe Kernan doing is 12 points to 7 as we're very near the half-time whistle. And the ball belted down there by Colin McKinstry, Pat Lindsay, Peter Loughlin for Armagh. Run out for it now, Joe Kernan, and there goes the half-time whistle. And Armagh leading, and I think we'll agree deservedly so, and getting quite a cheer from their followers. Just listen and look. Watch the action, because Armagh are under pressure. The ball cleared out now. There's the ball gone in over the hands of the goalkeeper, and just a moment ago when you were looking at that, the ball was up in the Roscommon goal area, but cleared out again. And it's Armagh 3-10, Roscommon 1-14, 19-17, and 22 minutes gone in the second half. What's going to happen in this game? Your guess is as good as anybody's. What's happened right now is that Armagh are leading, but John O'Gara's got it. And he's fouled. The referee is running up. No, the whistle is gone. The whistle's gone. A free for Roscommon, dead straight in front of the goal on the 20-metre line, and Micheál Finneran is going to take it. And what I said a few moments ago about Peter Loughlin and that 99 times out of 100, it goes here too. Even more so, because this one is even closer. And over the bar, and now there's only 1 point between them. The score, 1 goal and 15 points for Roscommon. Armagh, 3 goals and 10. That's 3-10 to 1-15. That's 19-18 in favour of Armagh. 24 minutes gone in the second half. Brian McAlinden picking the spot from which to kick it out. And I repeat, they finished level in 1977, and stranger things could happen in 1980. Brian McAlinden. And away come Roscommon, but the referee is given a free for holding. Quickly taken by John O'Gara to Danny Murray. Danny Murray going up the field. He's in a position from which he couldn't score from the ground. He was swung to the ground there. And a free dead straight in front of the goal. And if this isn't the equaliser, I'm a Dutchman. And my name isn't Hans. Now the ball has been placed on the 13-metre line. Micheál Finneran is going to take it. And the sides are level. But the Roscommon reaction to a score is nothing like the Armagh reaction. 19 points apiece. Armagh 3-10, Roscommon 1-6, 25 minutes gone in the second half. 10 minutes left. What will it bring? It's going to bring rain. That's one thing it's going to bring. Brian McAlinden. Eamon McMahon, or Aidan Dooley going down with the ball there. Back to Jerry Fitzmaurice, intercepted by Brian Canavan. This is Sean Devlin. Jerry Canavan is after him. Eamon McMahon has gone up to help, and the referee has penalised Roscommon for a trip there. A free to Armagh. It is 5 metres in from the near sideline. Peter Loughlin is coming across to take it, and it is about 30 metres out. There you are. That is the angle. It's just quite near to the sideline. Peter Loughlin to take it. It's curling it in. It's over the bar. Armagh in the lead again. Armagh 3 goals and 11 points. Roscommon 1 goal and 16. to 19. This is Danny Murray. Danny held there. Quickly taken free. Joey Donnelly putting Armagh attacking again. This is Pat Lindsay deciding to heck with defence. Let's go on attack, but he kicks it out over the sideline. 3:11 to 1:16. 8 minutes left in the game. Armagh leading. Brian Canavan. Mark McDermott knocks it down. He goes to Danny Murray. Still Danny. Penny Moriarty spins him around there, but the referee says play on. He doesn't say this time because he couldn't play on with Brian Hughes holding on to him. Quickly taken free, intercepted by Jim McCarr. And now defence has become, oh no, it hadn't become attack, it almost did. Pat Lindsay to Eamon McManus, who is everywhere. Paddy Moriarty trying to block his way. Out to the wing now. And it's Dermot Early again. It's still Dermot Early. A shot and blocked there by Brian McAlinden. Danny Murray, will he take a putt from out the field? He's going in with the ball. Joe Kernan is after him. He takes a putt, and it's over the bar, and it's a point. And again, Danny Murray doing a captain's part, playing like the old Danny today. The score, Armagh 3:11, Roscommon 1:17. 7 minutes left in the game. They're 20 points apiece. What more could anybody ask in the way of a thriller? Brian McAlinden. Ball held in the centre of the field. And Dermot deciding whether he's going to take it himself or not. He is. And the referee blows his whistle and penalises Fran McMahon for pushing the back there. And here's a chance for Roscommon to go into the lead. Micheál Finneran. 20-20. That's the score. And here is number 13. And it's over the bar. The lead for Roscommon. Roscommon 21.6 minutes left in the game, 21-20. That's the score. 1:18 to Roscommon, 3:11 for Armagh. And there is another substitution in the Roscommon team. Martin Dolphin is on and gone off is Eamon McManus. John O'Connor is moved over now to top of the left, or thereabouts. And I say thereabouts because players are playing everywhere. Brian McAlinden with the kick out. Fielded in the centre of the field by Brian Hughes, who's playing one thundering game today. Joe Kernan trying to get it, comes back to Jimmy Smith. Smith inside now to Sean Devlin. Devlin, and the ball knocked away from him there by Jerry Connellan, and back to the goalkeeper, Gay Sheeran. 5 minutes left in the game. Roscommon leading by 1 point. Dermot Early, John O'Gara. John O'Gara through the centre now to Tony McManus, and Tony McManus sends it up along the way to Micheál Finneran. Hugh McAlinden has come out. There's nobody in the goal. He's across in front of the goal. It's a goal, is it? Yes, it is. It's a goal scored by Micheál Finneran. A goal by Micheál Finneran as Brian McAlinden came out of his goal and left the wide open spaces behind him. Here they are again. John O'Gara getting it up now where Tony McManus has it. He sends it up to the well-placed Micheál Finneran. At this stage, Brian McAlinden has committed himself. He came out there, he missed the ball and the man, and the ball sent into the net, and Roscommon lead by 24 points to 20, or if you prefer, 2:18 to 3:11. Four minutes left in the game. 4 points between them. There'll be a substitution in a moment on the Armagh team, but more about that when it happens. Danny Murray coming to take the free. Up he comes now with the kick. And the referee leaves Danny there. It's Noel Marley who has come on as a sub, and going off is Fran McMahon. That's Noel Marley going up into the forwards. Danny Murray with the kick. And it's grabbed there by John O'Gara. O'Gara's going. He tipped it inside to Dermot Early. Early is shot, and it's gone over the bar. A point by Dermot Early, putting the seal of Roscommon satisfaction on that scoreboard. And here is the action again. Quickly taken here by Brian Hughes, but he is held, and now Armagh try to round up the action and get moving, but there's a push in the back on Peter Loughran. The score there you have it, 219 to 311, or 25 points to 20, and about 2.5 minutes left in the game, and it looks as if what looked so bright for Armagh has been snatched away from them by the tenacity of the experience of Roscommon. Joey Donnelly way up the field. Peter Loughran gets it down, and well, I don't think there's any doubt as to what's going to happen now. That's Pat Lindsay grounded there by a blow from Martin Murphy, and here it is again in slow motion. Slow motion, even in slow motion it looked fast, and the referee has sent Martin Murphy off the field, and there was no other action whatsoever after that blow on Pat Lindsay. And what a pity, because Martin Murphy had played some brilliant football through the game. Nevertheless, the referee is going to hop the ball because of a free he was going to give to Armagh, and then there was retaliation, so there was a hop. And here they come now, the Roscommon men again. Tony McManus. And Tony McManus on the run. The way you can do things when things are going right for you. Tony McManus on the run, sending it over to make it now. Roscommon 220, Armagh 311. 1 minute left in the game. And so Roscommon looks sure now to have the revenge on those two semi-final defeats on the history book by Armagh. The referee awarding a free to Roscommon for a foul on Aidan Dooley, and this free to be taken just about 35 metres out from the Armagh goal. There's a substitution, but it doesn't really matter at this stage. We follow the play. On the field is Hank Kernan, brother of James, and gone off is Peter Loughran. But with time ticking as it is, it doesn't really matter. And oh boy, that would have mattered if there was only a point between them, but Micheál Finneran sending that one wide. But now Roscommon have the luxury of a 6-point lead. And it didn't look feasible about 10 minutes ago that they would lead by so much. Free to be taken for Armagh, and Kevin Rafferty is going to he takes it. The game is virtually over now. Into the goal mouth, Pat Lindsay coming into his own in the second half. Tom Donlan likewise. Seamus Aldridge looking at his watch. Jimmy Smith fouled, and a free for Armagh in the dying moments of the game. And I don't think, in fact I know, there isn't any physical way that Armagh can get 2 goals in the time that is left. Jimmy Smith's kick is into the goal mouth, goes into, and there's the final whistle. The final whistle, and Roscommon have qualified for the All-Ireland final against the winners of Offaly and Kerry, to be played here in 2 weeks' time. And there was sheer delight, and look too at the Armagh followers coming in to cheer their Armagh players, but above all the Roscommon followers in to cheer and cheer theirs. And Armagh dejected, no doubt, but they've no need to be really. They played some very fine football indeed, but the experience and the steadiness of Roscommon in the second half wore them down, and that was that. And in the centre of all that, there we have Joe Kernan going off and some of his supporters around him, but the big crowd, of course, is around the Roscommon players who are making their way off on the far side of the field, and some of them indeed being carried shoulder high. Danny Murray, the captain, and there he is. The Danny of 1979 was the Danny of today. A lot of people thought that he wasn't as good this year as he was last year. Well, he made up for it in style today by a very fine display indeed. At half-time, Armagh led by 2 goals and 6 points to Roscommon's 7 points. That was the half-time score, and then Martin Murphy had a point for the Armagh men to increase their lead after 2 minutes. And then we had a run of scores from Roscommon, so after the 11th minute it was 2-7, that was 13 points to 11 for Armagh. Martin Murphy put Armagh a point ahead. Brian Hughes put them another. And then Micheál Finneran reduced it. Tony McManus got a goal, and at that stage it was 2 goals and 9 points for Armagh, which is 15 points, and 1 goal and 12 points for Roscommon, which is 15 points. And then after 18.5 minutes of play, Roscommon took the lead for the first time since the 16th minute of the first half, when Dermot Earley put them a point in front. John O'Connor added another. And then Peter Loughran from way out the field sent over another, and sent over a point for Armagh to make it then 2-10 for Armagh. That was 16 points to 114, that was 17 points for the Roscommon men. And Peter got a goal, and then it was 3-10 to 114, Armagh the leaders. And at that stage, they looked as if they'd come back to stay. But Micheál Finneran with 2 points narrowed the gap to 3-10 to 116. Peter Loughran had a point for the Armagh men, and it was 3-11 to 116. Then Danny Murray got the equaliser in the 28th minute of the game. Micheál Finneran added a point for Roscommon. Micheál Finneran got that goal for Roscommon. Dermot Earley got the final, not the final point, but the last point but one. And then it was Tony McManus in the 34th minute who put the end to the whole story. Roscommon 2 goals and 20 points, and Armagh 3 goals and 11. An entertaining game in which there were an awful lot of spasms of good football. There were also a number of spasms of hard football, and certainly I think that I know the crowd here, they obviously enjoyed it, and I hope that you did too. In the minor game, Derry led Mayo by 6 points to 4 at half time, and at the final whistle Derry won 11, Mayo 11 points. And in that game, in the second half, Mayo looked to have command of the game, but 1 or 2 of the players, well, they wanted to do it all by themselves, and it just didn't work out. And so the Ulster champions Derry have qualified for the All-Ireland final in the minor segment, but in the senior it is the Connacht champions Roscommon who get into their first All-Ireland since 1962. And the Roscommon men, well, they were beginning to think that there was some kind of a hoodoo between them and Armagh, and for a long time it looked as if that hoodoo was going to really work again. But the experience that Roscommon have gained in playing in the last 3 years in All-Ireland semi-finals stood handsomely to them. They play on the 21st of September, the winners of the game between Kerry and Offaly, a game which will be played here on August the 24th. So that should be a hard, interesting game, and well, the final should also be very interesting indeed. The last time well, let's not talk about the last time, but when Roscommon got into the history making in 43 and 44, they had Kerry as opposition. In 46, they were beaten by Kerry in a replay, and in 1962, they were beaten by Kerry also in the final. But they have Kerry victory, a victory over Kerry in an All-Ireland to their credit. So it will be Roscommon to try to beat either Kerry or Offaly in that final at the end of September. Now, one of the events that really finished that game today, as far as competition was concerned, was a delightfully taken goal for Roscommon very near the end of the game. And this is how it all happened. Well, now we're way down at the other end of the field, and it is Gay Sheeran coming out with the ball, placing it now out to the wing where Dermot Earley gets possession. Well, put the kibosh on the Kaiser, as they say, as far as Armagh was concerned. Well, the crowd around the Roscommon exit over there, no doubt waiting for the arrival of their heroes. And certainly there are no more loyal followers in the country than the Roscommon followers. And they've had a few bitter kind of pills once or twice. Beaten in the semi-final of 1977 by Armagh by a single point. But since then, of course, they won the National League. And in last year's All-Ireland football semi-final, can we remember that Dublin beat them by a single point? But this year, well, there was no doubt about it. It wasn't any kind of a photo finish. It was a clear victory for Roscommon. 2 goals and 20 points to Armagh, 3 goals and 11. And just in case, we're looking down in front of us, Super Ross rule OK. Super Ross rule OK. And today, it came true. Just repeating the final scores, and you know there's another game coming off here shortly. It's a hurling game, which is, I think, between Mayo and Derry in minor hurling. Or it is, in fact, it's Derry and Meath, I should say. And up to now, the score in the games: Roscommon 220, Armagh 311. The minor game: Derry 111, Mayo 10 points. Agus Leishin, Slán agus Banach Galéir.